Okay, I'm going to try to keep this in frame here. Just a real quick demonstration on how I apply the glue and what I do. I'll try to keep my arms and everything out of the way here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Well, you'll be able to see it. Okay, so I'm putting on the glue. After I put on the glue, I smooth it out with my fingers. Once you know, I get a string in here. Alright. And I go back over it. And I make sure that the layer is nice and even. Oh, there's hairs in here. And then what I do is I take my finger, I can't really show this, I'm trying to keep my arm out of the way here. I take it and I run my finger along the inside edge. Alright? I run my finger along the inside edge to try to take the glue away from the edge on the inside. Oh, my hand is out of the way here. In other words, I'm trying to keep the glue from being on the inside edge there so that when I squeeze this over, hope I'm still in frame here, yeah, I'm still in frame. I hold the cloth here, I feel for the center, put it down, and then I squeeze it out. Okay, you can see I'm squeezing out the glue. You can see that on there. I'm squeezing it out there. Okay. And then I take a blade and I pull away the excess as best I can. All right. And then I squeeze it down a little bit more. Squeeze it down a little bit more. And then I make sure to get it out right on the end. And I do that so that when I do the flap on the end, the reason I want to get all that out is so that when I do the flap on the end, I don't have that little bubble of glue, that little lip of glue isn't going to hinder the seal. The reason I do it here on both sides is that when it comes to cutting the cloth, it just makes it a lot easier to get right down at the edge. Because with that bead of that, if you have that bead of glue in there, it makes cutting right down at the edge of the wood a little more difficult. So that's what I do. And if I have a bigger bellow, although I don't do it with the small ones, if I have a bigger bellow, I'll take some weights. I usually have some weights laying around. And I'll take some weights and I'll just put a weight on it. I'll find one that's flat. I'll just put some weights on it like that for about an hour. That's about all that is needed. And that's how I do it.